I'll take my royalties later. Number 6, mulberry. This was my last year's addiction. I allow myself one healthy addiction every year. We don't talk about the unhealthy ones, but this was my healthy addiction for the year. Last year was mulberries, so I started collecting every variety of mulberry that I could possibly find. Mulberries grow in every growing zone on the planet except for Antarctica. So if you literally go to the desert regions, you go to Australia, you go to Turkey, you go to Afghanistan, you go to Canada, they've all got mulberries, and they do super well in Florida, and the flavors are so different. So for example, the white mulberry tastes like vanilla cotton candy. Let me say that again in case you're not paying attention. The white mulberry tastes like vanilla cotton candy. A couple of my favorites here, Chiang Mai 60 is about 1.5 inches in diameter, super juicy, bears fruit about 4 or 5 times a year. The dwarf ever-bearing mulberry, I feel like, is highly overrated. Yes, it does bear fruit 4 or 5 times a year, but the fruit is small and it's really dry. I like the dwarf ever-bearing mulberry as bird food. So I'll literally grow it for the songbirds to keep them out of the garden, out of the food forest, or I'll let my chickens go around them, and it's just entertaining for hours because their fat little chicken butts like jump up in the air to try and get the mulberry seeds. Dwarf Thai Red is one of my favorites that I've had recently. It's a little bit more sweet and tart. Dwarf Shah Reza is a good black mulberry that's great for like canning. But there's so many different varieties of mulberry, and again, they will literally grow anywhere. They grow from cuttings very, very easily. As far as cattle, forage, and fodder, it's, between 14 and 34. I know that's a range, but again, it depends on the variety. Percent protein, very high in digestible nutrients. For humans and wildlife, not only are the berries edible, but the leaves are edible as well. So the leaves are really good. I've been experimenting myself. I love like teas and tisanes. So right now I'm dehydrating mulberry leaves and making a mulberry leaf matcha, because you can literally consume the entire leaf, and the mulberry leaf doesn't have the caffeine, so you don't get the little bit of jitters out of it. But because mulberries have high antioxidants, flavonoids, and bioflavonoids, you get that antioxidant benefit that you would from a green tea or from a matcha. So you get the clear thinking, and you get the vitamin C for your skin. So the leaves are great for humans or for animals and livestock as well.